One and hello. Oh, she's going to record again. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Again, and good morning to all our partners from US and Canada. I think my sister is here. And then good afternoon to UK at Sonia. I see you. And of course, good evening to all from the Philippines. And of course, Madam Mary from Taiwan. I'm so happy because my classmates are here. So that's really nice that they are here again. So, anyways, before I proceed, every one of us has a lot of partners who have not yet tried purchasing because of some issues with payment methods, right? So, tonight I'm going to show to you the different payment methods available in the Philippines. So, let me share my screen. All right. So, do you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So first and foremost, here are the different payment methods available in the Philippines. So we have known that the available payment methods are first we have the credit debit card, and then next we have bank deposit via BDO or bills payment via PNB. Okay, Banco de Oro and Philippines National Bank. So this screen is shown after you have completed your order, which means that you have already decided what are the items that you are going to order from our shopping mall. So, and then Atomy system will give you a summary of what and how much is the total amount of your total purchases. And of course, here you have to click on yes, I agree, and then you have to press checkout now. So the first payment method is of course via our credit or debit card. So using one of the other is the same. And then next is bank deposit, which is over the counter BDO, or bills payment over the counter PNB, or online bank transfer via BDO. So for credit and debit cards, those are the cards that have the following logos. You have Visa, MasterCard, American Express, JCB, and BankNet. So again, for bank deposit or bills payment or online bank transfer, we have BDO and PNB. So for example, if I chose credit or debit card, this screen will be shown wherein you will be asked if you're going to use a credit card or an e-wallet. So e-wallet, electronic wallet, which means it's like GCASH and PayMaya. Okay, so for Atomy Philippines, they have allowed PayMaya. So again, PayMaya, this time will be discussed next week. We have to have enough information about that, but for next week, we will discuss this payment method in detail. So for credit and debit card, after you have chosen credit and debit card, it will go to another site or another tab in your browser, which is the iPay 88. So what you see, you have your card holder number, you have the credit card number, the CVC, CVV2, the expiry date, the card issuing country, the card issuing bank, and of course, you have to click here that you are authorizing Atomy Philippines. So what is this card holder name? For example, if you're going to use Union Bank, so this is the card holder name, King Domingo. Okay, so this is a dummy account. Don't worry about the details. And then what's the credit card number? This one here is your credit card number, usually 16 digits. Okay, and then what's the expiry date? This one is your expiry date. That's December 2025. So it will show you the month and the year. Okay, next, your credit card number is different from your account number. So please do not confuse yourselves. What is the difference? The credit card number is shown in your credit card, but the account number is not there. For some, it shows on the bottom, but usually the credit card number is the one on top. Okay, so what is this CVC or CVV2? At the back of your credit card or your debit card, you have a 3-digit number. That's your CVC or CVV2. Again, this is not, this is a dummy account, dummy example. So here we have 1, 2, 3. The CVC or CVV number is usually 3 digits. Okay, clear? So next, so these are the available banks for Philippines that you can pay in Atomy Philippines. You can use your BPI, you can use your Citibank, you can use Metrobank. All of these listed here can be used as an method for credit or debit card. You have here even GrabPay if you have the card. You have Home Credit if you have the card. And GCASH if you have the card. Okay, so after choosing the bank, it will ask you for a one-time password or an OTP. This number will be texted to your registered number, the number which is affiliated to your bank. So again, for the OTP, please do not share it with anyone. But the OTP always changes every time you have a transaction. Unlike the other details earlier, those do not change. But for OTP, they change every transaction. Right? So you have finished all of that. You know that you are successful because Atomy Philippines is going to tell you that your order has been completed and that you are given the order number. And then what else? If you are the one who is purchasing, then Atomy Philippines is also going to email you. And then iPay88 is going to email you as well. So what is in the Atomy Philippines email? It just shows you their order details. What is in iPay88 email? It shows you your transaction, but never displays your card number, never your CVV, never the account name, nothing at all. This is your reference number, which is also your order number. So that's how safe using your credit or debit card is in Atomy Philippines. It does not save your information. Okay, so that is for debit credit card. What are the usual errors that we have? For example, if you have here else payment process failed, that means it's either that your bank is offline or you have wrong input in your card details. So be sure that for card details, if you have the middle initial in your card, put the middle initial. So write everything what is seen in your credit or debit card. Okay, so don't worry if you have an error, just go back because it will not be debited in your account. If there are chances wherein there is really an error, then you have to email your bank or talk to your bank or email Atomy Philippines as well. So that's the first one, debit credit. Now we go to over-the-counter bank deposit and PNB over-the-counter bills payment. So for this two, usually the deadline is the following day, 4 p.m. Okay, so for example, if you're going to order today and then you have selected bank deposit or bills payment, be sure that you're going to order, that you're going to pay the following day before 4 p.m. So that is why if sometimes there are partners who will ask for your help, please also explain to them that if they're going to transfer money to you, then they have to transfer that before 4 p.m. the following day so that you will not redo everything again. Because usually some partners, they request and then after they have requested, and then they would tell you there's no payment yet. So it usually cancels after 4 p.m. the following day if you have not paid. So which means you have to reorder, you have to fill in again your delivery information and the customer information. Okay, so again, for BDO and PNB, the deadline is the following day, 4 p.m. So this is the account number. This one is the name for PNB. So for BDO, so of course, it says over the counter. So what do? You go to a local BDO branch and then you get the cash transaction slip. So this is the blue slip. And then here you have to write for account name. You have to write there Atomy Philippines Distribution Trading Inc. So as discussed earlier today, Ms. Tina has suggested you can actually screenshot or we can actually share it with you after we have collaborated everything via a video. But if for now you wanted to screenshot, that is okay. So again, this is for BDO, bank deposit. And then here, the account number, this is fixed. This is the account number of Atomy Philippines, 0085 3002 5291. This is the BDO account number of Atomy Philippines. And of course, for payer's name, you have your name, and then reference number is your order number. So clear? Okay, question. What if, for example, you are not the owner of the Atomy account that you have ordered? Should it be still your name? No. This payer's name will be the account name of the holder. For example, if my sister, for example, she's here in the Philippines. So she is requesting me to go to BDO, and then of course I will pay for her using her account in Atomy. So I have to use her name here. So Sheila D. Narciso, not Crishelle D. Genetia. But of course, I can go to BDO and I'll be the one to give the cash transaction slip to the teller. But it is okay if I am going to have her name here. Okay. Next, for PNB. For PNB, this is a bills payment. So again, the company name is Atomy Philippines Distribution Trading Inc. Reference number is your order number. And then, of course, payer's name is you or whoever is doing the purchase. So for PNB bills payment, you have to go to any branch of PNB. Okay, and then you have to write the order number. That's in the reference number. And then for cash, you have to write 1. For debit, you have to write 5. Question: why is there no account name? This is not a deposit. This is a bills payment. Okay, so just use Atomy Philippine Distribution Trading Inc. What is debit here? Debit means you already have an account for PNB and you want to debit the amount to your PNB account. Clear? Next. What if, for example, you are afraid of going to a bank because there is COVID, but you have an online banking, so you can use your online banking. So the first bank that I'm going to introduce is BDO. Of course, log in to your BDO online banking. And then here in your first screen, you will see there send money. And then you have to click on to any BDO account. And then right after, it will ask you for a template. If you have saved any template, this means that this is usually the account name that you use for paying. For example, you can have their Atomy Philippines and the like. And then for the source account, of course, this is your account. And then the amount, this is the amount to be paid. The destination account is the account number of Atomy Philippines. So remarks is the order number. So again, for me, I have saved Atomy Philippines. So template, any name will do as long as you know that that is Atomy Philippines. And then source account, my BDO. The amount, for example, 380. Destination account is the account number of Atomy Philippines. It's the same, 0085 30025291. Remarks is your order number. Okay, so after all of this, you will now go to, of course, for online banking, you will also be asked for the OTP. It's like paying using your debit or credit card. So online banking will also ask you your OTP. Again, the OTP will be sent directly to your mobile number, which is affiliated to your bank. So what are the other banks that you can use? The common ones are BPI, you have Metro Bank, you have Union Bank, and all of these banks that are also listed as debit credit. You can use this as online banking to transfer to the BDO account. So again, any bank to transfer to BDO account account of Atomy Philippines. So it's not any bank to any bank. It's always BDO of Atomy Philippines. Okay, so next, for bank deposit and for the bills payment and for the online bank transfer, this is the next step. You have to email Atomy Philippines a proof of payment that you have already paid. So what is the subject? You have their payment for order number. And then what is the email address? That is Atomy PHACC or Atomy Philippines Accounting at atomy.kr. What is the content or the body of the email? You have to write their payment for whoever you are paying for, the ID number, the mobile number. And then, of course, for attachment, you have there the deposit slip. This is the proof of payment that you have paid Atomy Philippines. Okay, so if you're going to use the bills payment over the counter PNB, then the attachment will be the PNB bills payment slip. If you're going to use online bank transfer, BDO, then the attachment is a screenshot of proof that you have paid online. Okay, so what is usually recommended? I recommend the Union Bank because you can get it online. There is no maintaining balance. You can use it for Atomy payment purposes only. And then you can cash in at any 7-Eleven branch without service fee or charge. So that's how easy it is for Union Bank. You don't have to go to Union Bank itself and queue yourself there. Okay, so what are the frequently asked questions for payment methods? Can someone pay on my behalf? Yes, as long as in the email you have to state your name, the ID number, and the order number. So for example, I'm going to pay for a friend using my BDO account. That is okay, as long as in the email I will write there the name of the person who purchased. Next, if I pay on their behalf, can I pay for multiple Atomy accounts? Yes, as long as each order number is equal to one bank transaction. So for example, member A, that's one bank transaction. For member B, that's another bank transaction. So you cannot do it like the total is member A, 1,000, member B, 3,000, and then you're going to do a bank transfer of 4,000. No, you cannot do that. It has to be one member, one bank transaction. So for online payment, maximum bank transfer is usually 20,000 only. So how can I proceed? Example, you have total of 26,000. So what you do? You have to inform Atomy Philippines via email or call. For example, the total is 26,000. You inform Atomy Philippines, I have here a payment of 26,000, but I'm going to use my BDO online bank transfer and I'm only allowed 20,000 per day. So you have to tell them that. So what do? You do a bank transfer with 20,000 per day. And then you have to email Atomy Philippines daily until such time that the total amount is paid. Okay, because of course, if you're going to use your credit card, you can pay 26,000 straight. or if you're going to do a bank over the counter, you can pay 26,000 straight. However, if you're going to do a bank transfer, online bank transfer, you're only allowed 20,000 per day. Okay, so can I use remittance centers like Western Union, Cebuana, Lulier, and Palawan? No, Atomy Philippines does not have this as an option. Okay. All right. So hello everyone. Hello again, and I'm Crishelle Genetia, Sales Master from Bacolod, Philippines. And today I'd like to welcome our Bacolod Vision Center head. I invited her earlier today, and thank you for joining us. So Merlita Dolar, Tita Merlita Dolar. So anyways, again, I'm going to discuss about two new payment options in the Philippines, which is the GCash and the PayMaya.
Excuse
So
me, Jane.
today,
Jane,
yes.
excuse. We can still see Sheila. I think she's pinned.
Jess.
Okay, good. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. Okay, so the topics for today is to how to get a GCash account, how to get a PayMaya account, and how to pay in Atomy Philippines using GCash and PayMaya. It's either using your desktop, laptop, or our mobile phones via our mobile apps. So the first thing is about our GCash. So before, that's why it was coded as GCash, because it is Globe Cash. Why? I'll tell you later. So the GCash, it's an e-wallet, meaning electronic wallet. It's regulated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, and it's a licensed e-money issuer and remittance agent. So before, it was only for Globe subscribers, but now they have allowed for other subscribers of other networks here in the Philippines. So how do we get the GCash app? I have here the link. I will share that later, but let me discuss this one by one. So the first thing to do is to go to Play Store or App Store, and then search for the GCash app. And then, of course, we have to download and install GCash, and then launch the GCash app and key in our current mobile number. So this is how it looks like. The app or the icon of the app is a letter G, and then you have their GCash. Okay, so current mobile number, that is the mobile number that is available that we are using. So now they have allowed other networks, not only for Globe. So if you are a smart user, talk and text, touch mobile, I think that's easy, that touch mobile, basta, something like that. So you can use that. Sun, you can use also a Sun number. Okay, so here in the Philippines, we usually have the 091. So for here, we have 63, which means Philippines, and then you have to remove the 0. So just type there like 917. So in this example is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, because there are actually 10 numbers for mobile phones, 11 if we include the 0. Okay, so again, we have to download the app, and then we have to have a current mobile number. Input that, and then click on next. So the next thing to do, once we key in our phone number, a 6-digit authentication code will be sent to that number. Okay, so for example, this is the number that I use. So an authentication code from GCash will be sent to this number. So what I'll do is to check my phone and get the code and input it here. There are occasions wherein maybe the network is busy or the network is not working. So you just have to click on resend. Once you click resend, it will give you another 6-digit authentication code. Okay, next. So after that, GCash is going to give you like a form wherein you have to fill in your required fields. So this, of course, pertains to your details. So you have to input your first name, last name, birthday, address, and email address. For example, if you're going to do it for somebody else, that is okay, as long as that person will also have his own number, and then we will use his own cell phone, and then we can key in his own details. Next, once we have keyed in our information, we have to review that everything is correct. And then we just click on this back arrow if we need to edit something there. So after you have inputted everything, you will see here, register, review your information. For example, we have Juan de la Cruz, birthday is this, January 31, and then the address, and then the email. So for example, if you misspelled the name, so just click on back arrow so that you can correct the misspelled name. Okay, what is a referral code? Usually for Globe GCash users or GCash users, there is a referral code wherein they give gifts or points if you have a friend who is already using GCash and then you wanted to give him like points. So just get his referral code and then input it here. GCash will give him points because you have referred him to, he has referred you to add GCash. Okay, so click on next. Then after that, this time you will be asked to set and confirm your MPIN, and then you have to tap submit. What is an MPIN? It's a 4-digit number wherein it's like a PIN number for our ATM cards. So with GCash, it's MPIN. Okay, so there, input your 4-digit MPIN. So because this is your first time, you have to select 4 digits and then you confirm those 4 digits. Make sure that it is not guessable like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 0, 0, 0. So make sure it is unique because of course you're going to put money in your GCash account. So once you've done that, now there is a confirmation pop-up screen and we'll tell you that congratulations, you have successfully created your GCash account. And then just press there, proceed to log in. So for some, usually on the first attempt of opening your GCash account, you have to enter the 6-digit authentication code sent to your registered mobile. And then you have to authenticate that sometimes for, again, for 90 days, after 90 days. And then a confirmation screen will be displayed. So you just log in with your MPIN. Okay, so for our Atomy app, this is up to here. We're good up to number 10. That we have downloaded the GCash app, we have our phone numbers linked to it, and then we have money in our GCash apps. So that up to number 10 is okay. So now we go to PayMaya. So PayMaya is also the same as GCash, except it's a different app. It's also an e-wallet, an online payment where you can load up in convenience stores, pawn shops, malls, and you can purchase anything. It's also regulated by Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. So this time, almost the same as GCash, you have to download your PayMaya app, and it's available at the Play Store or at the App Store. So you tap Create Account, and then once you have installed on your mobile device, you can now start creating your account. And then you, of course, there's also a sign up form. So this is how it looks like if you're going to search the PayMaya app in your Play Store or App Store. Okay, so once you see this, click on Create Account. Once you click on create account, it will ask you to log in or key in your first name, last name, and then again, your mobile number, and then a password, and then email address. And then click on continue. Question, I want to download PayMaya and GCash. Can I use the same phone number? Yes. Okay, so this is how we download that. So number 4, once we have key in, of course, we have to read the data privacy policy. And then once we have read that, what happens is our numbers will be verified. So a one-time PIN will be sent to the mobile number you entered in the form via SMS. So this one-time PIN, this is the equivalent of our 6-digit authentication code with GCash. So they're almost the same, okay? So again, there will be a one-time PIN sent to our registered numbers, and then we have to key in the one-time PIN and then click on proceed. So for example, we have not received anything. We have not received a text. So automatically in 5 seconds, PayMaya will resend the code in the number that we have registered. Okay. So that's it. We're done with PayMaya account. Of course, like GCash, if we want to upgrade our PayMaya or GCash, we have additional information that we need to do. That is for like we have higher limits per month. We have to send money or withdraw money, send money abroad, etc. But for Atomy Philippines, that's the only thing that we have to do. At least have a number, key in our first name, last name, email address, and that's it. So now, how do we pay using our GCash and PayMaya in our Atomy site? Remember, for Atomy, we have these options: credit debit card or bank deposit. So the e-wallet, that's under credit debit card. So once we see this, that there is already a total, we just click on yes, I agree, and then check out now. And then if we press or if we have selected credit debit card, it will tell us e-wallet, GCash, and PayMaya here. So before it's just credit card, but now they have added e-wallet, which has GCash and PayMaya. So once we have selected this e-wallet, no need to fill out, of course, this credit card because this is for the credit card. Okay, so for example, I have selected GCash. What happens? So if I have selected GCash, it will tell me it's GCash, GCash. Just click on proceed. And once I click on proceed, it will now ask me to input the phone number. Phone number is like my account in GCash. So it says merchant is Atomy Philippines. Amount is, for example, 4,300. I have to key in my phone number. So that's it. And then click on next. So for partners who have no GCash, there's also an option here that you can actually register using our Atomy site. But if I were you, let's just register separately so that for Atomy Philippines, we just have to key in our phone numbers. So earlier today, after the first schedule, one member ng Glory Bell from Pulasi team, we both tried using her GCash. Okay, so this is what she has shared. After you click on the next button here, GCash will send a code to this registered number. And then, of course, you have to key in that code. So, and then next is to input, again, your MPIN because Atomy Philippines will also ask you for your MPIN. And then after that, Atomy Philippines will now confirm your order. So that's how easy it is. No need for you. If you're using credit card, you have to write there the credit card number, the credit card name, right? So for GCash, just write here your phone number and then key in the code that was sent to this phone number. And then again, key in your MPIN and then done. But of course, make sure that this GCash account has 4,300 as what is so shown in our example. Okay, so next for PayMaya, if I click on PayMaya, of course, it will tell me it's PayMaya there. Click on proceed, and then we have to log in again to our PayMaya, input the phone number or the email, and then password and log in. Why is there email here? Because we can actually use our desktops or laptops to create an account. But usually easier if we use our mobile numbers. I haven't tried this. I will let Miss Carmen explain her experiences with PayMaya later after our presentation. Okay, so that's how easy PayMaya and GCash are. So once we're all good, Atomy Philippines will display our order number. And then your order has been successfully placed. Question, where can we add money to our GCash account? All of this, we can go to Globe Store, Cebuana, RD Pawn Shops, all pawn shops, Bayad Center, SM, Pure Gold, Villarica, and a lot more. As long as you can see that there is this GCash logo that is telling us that you can cash in here. Of course, there is Click. That's a 7-Eleven, like a machine wherein you can add money there. Okay, so now for PayMaya, almost the same. As long as you have the PayMaya logo. So the question is, earlier we've also discussed, okay, that's the end of my presentation, but I just would like to add, okay, so for GCash and PayMaya, especially for GCash, if you go to 7-Eleven, if you're going to like add money to your GCash, what you do, you go to the Click machine and then just ask help from the teller. And once you add GCash, you tell the teller it's for GCash. And then right after that, of course, 7-Eleven will ask for a 1% fee. So for every GCash. But for example, if you want to transfer money from your bank to GCash, usually the bank will ask for 25 pesos money transfer to your GCash. Okay, so earlier also we have discussed what is the limit for GCash. The limit for GCash, that the limit amount of money that you can put in your GCash is 8,000 pesos. Once you are over 8,000, you have to pay additional percentage. Okay, so meaning the 8,000, if it's 1 peso to 8,000 pesos, with GCash, it's free. But if you go beyond, GCash will tell you, okay, you have been beyond your limit, I will get 1% from you. So the 25 pesos is the fee of the bank to GCash. And then the 1% that I've mentioned earlier, that's the fee of 7-Eleven, because you're using their service. I will pay 7-Eleven 1% of the 1% of the cash that I will give to GCash. For example, I will put 1,000 pesos in my GCash account. I have to go to 7-Eleven. I will give the teller or the counter or the girl in the 7-Eleven 1,000. And then from the 1,000 pesos, she will tell me, ma'am, you have 1% for this. So 1,000, 1% of 1,000 is 10 pesos. So it's either she can deduct the 1,000, the 10 pesos from your 1,000, or she can get it outright. So the GCash will now be 990. Or you can give her 1,000. Please put the full amount 1,000 in my GCash. I'll give you 10 pesos. Okay, so Miss Carmen, are you here?
Yes. Hi, good evening. I'm here.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Can you please share first about your PayMaya experience with our Atomy app?
Sure. Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. So, good morning there in the US. Good evening here in the Philippines, and to the rest of the world, have a good day, everyone. Okay. I'll start with PayMaya. So before Atomy Philippines allowed PayMaya as one of their payment channels, I was able to do a workaround on how I can still use my PayMaya from the sharing of Crishelle. No, sorry, of Cristel, that she was using GCash card, the virtual GCash card I think from her previous presentation. So since I'm a PayMaya user and I have a card, no, I got really a card, no, from PayMaya. And then so what I did is follow the steps of using a credit card or debit card. So that's how I was able to pay all my purchases from Atomy with using my PayMaya. So all I have to do is just input the card here at the back, and then it's just like any other debit card. And then just make sure that your PayMaya account has enough fund for you to pay for your Atomy purchases. Now, fast forward that PayMaya is now one of the payment channels of Atomy. Very simple. Just input your mobile number as your account number, and then your PIN for your account, and then PayMaya will send back an OTP or one-time PIN, no, to confirm your and verify your transaction. Input that, click enter, save, and then once Atomy confirms that you have funds in PayMaya, it will already confirm your payment, and then your purchases has been processed. So actually the process is very easy. Using PayMaya card, all you have to do is follow the steps for debit or credit card. So just input your number here. I'm just covering the CVC here, digits beside the signature panel. Input this if you're using the card, but now it's more simpler because all you have to do is just input your mobile number, your PIN, and then your OTP, and then that's it. You're done. You have Atomy will be able to confirm your purchases in PayMaya using PayMaya. Yeah. So actually I'm now a PayMaya user because PayMaya has a lot of incentives. No, when you keep on using their application, no, their e-wallet. So I've been using this to pay my bills, and like 90% of the time I use PayMaya to pay my Atomy purchases as well. Also, just a few notes, no, using GCash. I also have GCash card. Physical cards. Anyway, for GCash, over the counter, if you are putting in funds in your GCash account via what Michelle showed you, like in 7-Eleven or SM Bills payment, from 1 to 8,000, that's free. Once you exceed cash in beyond 8,000, GCash will automatically charge you 1% for every cash in you make, based on the amount. So in any counters that you will cash in fund to your GCash e-wallet beyond 8,000 for that month, the GCash will automatically charge 1%. So what does like 7-Eleven or Cebuana Luwilier do? They will charge you outrightly 2%. No, whether you're like within the range of 1 to 8,000 or beyond. I mean, for them, I think they're just making sure that they for the charges from GCash. So just make sure that you mind your over-the-counter cash in for GCash up to 8,000 so that you don't have to spend for the service fee. Yeah, so with GCash, it's the same thing. If you're using a physical card, just follow the steps for credit debit card. And then that's it. Then you'll be able to finish your purchases with Atomy. Again, with now GCash also being one of the payment channels of Atomy, it's very easy. Just the same, what Crishelle presented you here with the steps from Atomy for using GCash already. Very simple, very easy. So yeah, that's my experience. I use e-wallet, so I'm an e-wallet user. So for things that I need to pay every month, no, including Atomy. Yeah. So I hope my sharing is something that everybody learned this evening. So
Thank
questions?
you,
Thank
Madam
you.
Carmen. Thank you, thank you. Yes, that is true. What Madam Carmen is actually showing is if you're going to upgrade your GCash or PayMaya, they're going to give you a card. So that's the upgrading of PayMaya.
Yeah, Shell,
Or
excuse na,
GCash.
actually, yeah, this one I bought this for 225 pesos,
Mm-mm.
and then this one I bought this for 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from
Sure.
any Globe store, and this one you
Mm-mm.
can order through your app, through PayMaya
Mm-mm.
app, and then they will just mail you the card.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Correct.
once your account is verified, you can link your debit card or
Mhm.
in your
Yeah,
app. Yeah.
correct. Thank you, Miss Carmen.
Thank you, Carmen. And thank you, Crishelle, for that very enlightening and very comprehensive explanation on the new payment methods in the Philippines. So this is wonderful. Our company is so great. It has made it so simple for people to buy products, especially in the Philippines where not a lot of people have credit cards or doesn't want to use their debit cards or credit cards because they're scared to use that online. Now we have this tools, the GCash and the PayMaya. So thank you so much, Crishelle and Carmen, for showing that.